These notes are from Profitnama's NISM Research Analyst Guidebook. The link is provided in the description below. Now, let's learn about globalization positives and negatives. Globalization refers to the ability of individuals and firms to produce and sell goods and services anywhere in the world. It allows resources, like people and capital, to flow to where they are most efficiently used. In essence, globalization enables production and sales across global markets, optimizing the use of resources. As the world becomes more interconnected, with fewer barriers to entry, the goal is to maximize output and make the most of available resources. This shift in economic strategy means that protective attitudes are being replaced by more open economies, allowing for progress and more efficient allocation of resources. Many countries, including developing ones, have embraced globalization by opening up their economies to international trade. However, each country independently decides whether to embrace globalization based on its own perceived benefits and assessments of the situation. There are several positives of globalization. First, it leads to resource optimization by directing resources to where they produce and earn the best. It also fuels economic growth. Opening up economies can lead to higher output and progress. Additionally, market access expands as companies and individuals gain the opportunity to reach global markets. But there are negatives too. Economic disparities can arise, with some regions benefiting more than others. There's also the loss of local industries, as increased competition can hurt businesses that can't compete globally. Another risk is dependency. Economies might become overly reliant on global markets, which can make them vulnerable to external shocks. Now, let's talk about the role of economic analysis in fundamental analysis. Economic analysis helps evaluate the external environment to understand its impact on a business's potential growth or decline, providing valuable insight for fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis focuses on predicting whether a business will grow or shrink. This prediction is influenced not only by the company's actions but also by external economic factors. For example, the GDP growth rate helps assess the overall economic health of a country. Evaluating monetary and fiscal policies also reveals whether these policies support economic growth or indicate otherwise. Key metrics like interest rates show the direction of monetary policy, while inflation helps determine if central banks can increase liquidity. Public expenditure shows government spending levels, and the fiscal deficit indicates the government's ability to boost public spending. The application of economic analysis allows analysts to understand whether the economy is expanding and whether central banks and governments aim to sustain this growth. If the economy is in an economic downturn, high inflation rates suggest that there is limited room for interest rate cuts to increase liquidity. Fiscal deficit analysis helps determine whether the government can enhance public spending to stimulate growth. Finally, industry impact is crucial. By understanding economic trends, analysts can predict how these will influence specific industries. I hope you have understood this topic by now. If you have any confusion or need help, don't hesitate to contact us. We are here to assist you. This guidebook is available as a downloadable PDF and in printed book format with cash-on-delivery options. You can find the link in the description below. Become a Profitnama member today to access all our website content and get doubt-clearing support on WhatsApp. Visit Profitnama today.